Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I'm very happy to have you here. We're going to discuss our BL series in a new way, a different way that I think that is very important that we start discussing, we start having these conversations. I think I bring a new thing to the table and I want to share it with you. First of all, I would like to talk with you about where I come from, what is my approach to the topics. I'm an admin of several BL groups. I'm a fan of it, but also on my personal life, my professional life, I have been an actor. I have been also a director, a theater director, and I am also a writer. So I think I have a point of view. If that point of view is the correct one, well, we will have to find out. But that is why I'm doing these conversations. That's why I'm doing these videos, because I think we need to discuss a lot about BL series that haven't been discussed yet, or that is just starting to be discussed. Well, first of all, let me tell you that I have some theories about BL, and this theories I don't have the truth about it. It's just a theory, and I think that we can manage to find out if they are truth or not. First of all, I think that BL series are becoming mainstream. What means that? That means that it's going beyond the usual BL fandom. This means that it's no longer only for specific people, usually girls, and it's becoming, it has a wider audience. The second theory is that it's becoming an international phenomenon. Therefore, that's why I'm doing this video on English and not my native language, because all of us are not native. The series are made on Thailand or Thai, and are made on Chinese, or if they are from Taiwan. So we are all foreigners, but they have become such a phenomenon outside of their countries, and they're having such a cultural impact that I think that we are facing something beyond the BL. I think we are facing the mainstream of gay storytelling, and that for me is very exciting, and that's what I'm going to talk about not only on this video but on the next to come. And today I would like to talk about one of my favorite series, and that is Together With Me, especially the next chapter, that is the one that is on air right now. And I would like to talk about something, or start a conversation about something called proper representation on media. What is that? Well, it's a lot of things, and we need to talk about this for many other chapters, but especially I would like to talk about proper representation about gay characters on media. So we will find out, and I think we will, that Together With Me is the first Thai series that is doing it right, completely right, or at least they are changing the game, and that is why it's so important. So in order to get to that point, I would like to talk about the previous installments, and then we're going to get to the series itself. First of all, we have Bad Romance. Bad Romance was the first installment of this series. It was not really a BL series. It was a teenage comedy sitcom, love sitcom, where we have these two main characters, Jihwa and Cho. Each other have a friend that was couple, that was Nog and Korn, and they were like the pretext for the main couple to become a thing. And what happened here? Well, this was a very bland series, not really a good one, but the build couple was so good. The actors, Max, that portrayed Korn, and Tool, that portrayed Nog, were so good at it. They were doing such a committed job doing this representation of a very passionate couple. They were a masculine very hyper masculine, honky guys, very jealous of each other, and there were so much passion there that they overwhelmed the whole series, and they stole the show so much that they were the ones that had a sequel, and it was, well, it was a prequel, but it was a spin-off of them, and we got Together with Me. That was their first BL series. Well, Together with Me for me is one of the best series that I have seen so far. It holds a special place in my heart because it made me fall in love with Thailand. It was so good watching this scenery where they grew each other when they were kids. Their home next to the river, that I fall in love, and it was not just because it is beautiful because it is beautiful. It was also because it was so real. It was a place where you would like to live. It's a place where you know which kind of people you live there. It's real people, and that was so unique, and it was like a dream. For me, it was beautiful. Besides that, well, the photography was excellent. The direction, the camera direction was very good. It has issues with the acting direction, I think. But I think it's not only that series. I think Thailand series, many Thailand series, BL series, has issues with the actors. Anyhow, I think they did a very good job, especially portraying the relationship of Korn and Nock. Their relationship was not really something different to start with. Why? Well, because the relationship was about a couple of guys that knew each other since they were child, and then suddenly, out of nothing, out of nowhere, they found each other again. They have a lot of drinks, and they got so drunk that they had sex. Okay, so this is a very typical BL relation the first time, right? So it's not very uncommon. What happened next? What happened next was how they became boyfriends, and again, the same is all about getting to fall in love with each other. But it was not really falling in love, it was passion. And for passion, well, they did a lot of bad things. They had a girlfriend, and they were very not nice with that girlfriend, and that girlfriend, well, she went psycho. And I think she got her reasons, but at the end, well, love triumphed. What I think is very special about the portrayal of the characters is, for example, Korn. He is not a guy who falls in love with another guy only. He's gay. He used to have a boyfriend. And this is something very new, not only because he's gay, openly gay, well, not openly with his parents, but he has had another boyfriend. It is very important because he is not the stereotypical gay guy. He's a very masculine gay, and he had a boyfriend, and he is in love with his childhood friend, or he's infatuated, if you want to see it that way. So I think that is the start of something new, something we haven't seen until there. Other thing that was very special about Together with Me was the portrayal of the relationship of Farm and the doctor. It was a very nasty relationship, and I think that's very important because sometimes yaoi and BL, typical BL, romanticize these kind of relationships, and they are usually not that easy. When you are an older guy, like for example, I'm a guy of certain age, well, you have lived your share of things and you don't believe in some things, and sometimes, well, the youth is naive and they need to have their own process, and when they get to be with an older guy, well, that process is broken in the middle, I think, and you can see that. But also you can see an abuse, a very bad abuse, a mental abuse, that end up being a physical abuse, forcing, coercing him to do something he was not willing to do. And you can see that he gets devastated about it. And I think that's very important to have in a BL series, a different approach. Even though this was a comedy, all the time it was a comedy, but we can see these real life issues taken very serious in the storytelling. Well, that was Together with Me, and now we got to know that we were going to have a third installment of Together with Me. And it was, well, it was such a thing. It's the first series where we have a third installment. Maybe it's not a third installment because Together with Me is real the BL, but it's the third time that we see a couple on BL. And what happened here? Well, everybody was very hyped about it. Why? Because, well, Korn and Nog, Max and Tool, that are the actors that portrays these characters, they do fan service. Fan service is something that BL actors does a lot, but it's not only a BL thing. I think many actors do fan service. And what is that? Well, they try to make you know or make you guess that maybe there's something behind the scenes that is pretty much like what they live as character, as a couple. So they are very good doing this. They do it. They are very committed to do fan service. They do not are not afraid to touching each other. They are not afraid of kissing each other, or to showing yeah, that they care. And I think they are very good friends. So, well, beyond that, everybody was hyped because it was like, oh, we're going to see fan service, and we're going to see skin, and we're going to see sex and that. And what we got? Well, we got a first scene that was allegedly what we were waiting for, but really it was their way of saying to us, you know, you are waiting this, but this is not where you're going to have. What we got was a very, very real story. A real story about what happens when you have a relationship and you do not know each other very well, or maybe you have not gone through the process where you get to really learn how to know the other person. You really do not have suffered enough, or maybe have gone through real challenges, because they went through challenges that was already something related to the previous relationship of Nog, or then they got through jealous, and it was not really a good recipe for success as a couple, and we could see that. Also, we learned that neither of them were open to their parents, and this is also not a good thing to start. I have lived myself that. I think many gay guys have lived these issues, and being in the dark is an awful place to be. And they learned that on the hard way. Having these topics displayed on a series with these couple of actors that we love, and they are doing their best job to do it, it's very good representation, I think, because you don't see a cliche, you don't see like a cartoon of the real life. You are watching the real life with a touch of comedy to make it lighter, but they are doing it well. Then we have a cheating scene, and we haven't seen a cheating scene in BL like never, and it's very weird because fandom, the BL fandom, is very weird. They hope that guys in relationships are better than everyone else, and you know that is not a proper representation, because it's as bad as to believe, as his father said, every gay is a pervert, or every gay only thinks about sex. That is so bad as to think, oh, gay guys are so faithful, or gay guys, gay relationships are so good. No, we are the same. We live the same. So why do you expect that gay relationships on media should be different, especially when we are living the golden age of television? And if you look for any good TV show, you won't find this happiness, you won't find this faithfulness. You're going to find a really raw relationship displays. And you can look at Netflix, HBO, you can look anywhere, you're not going to find bed of roses. So why should we look for it on BL? And I think the display of cheating and the consequences of it, and also the not judgmental display of this, was superb on the series, and I really applaud them. We can find many other good things on it. We can find, for example, Yiwa, and how you can find this girl that was very popular when we were on college, but when she gets to real world, well, she's just another girl, because college is such a bubble. And also you can see the struggle of Faye looking for a job in a world of men. And you can also see Farm very damaged by his relationship and trying to get a revenge, but really not knowing what he's doing. And all of that is very good television, I'm telling you. And we should applaud them. The direction is great. They break the fourth wall, for example. They gave us these characters like the fangirls that are really the representation of the fandom. So, and also we have the best coming out scene of all times, maybe one of the best of coming out scenes of all times, when Tool tells his parents that he's gay, and their parents are so acceptance. They have so much acceptance for him and so much love, and I think that was so beautiful and well done. So, well, this is a series that is changing the game, and you can see that we are heading in that direction. And if the shows are heading in that direction, I think the fandom should start heading also on that direction and doing our thing to have a conversation like this and start looking for more than just fan service or just skin on our BL series. So, well, would you join to the conversation? Thank you very much for watching this video, and I hope you can subscribe, and we'll see you on the next time.